What is up, everybody? It's Mishiro here, and today we're playing part 3 of Amnesia, The Dark Descent. So, I tried recording this just a couple of minutes ago, only to find out that my dumbass had my mic muted for like half the video. But anyway, so I do know a little bit more about what I need to do. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, like I was saying, in my last recording, before I realized I was muted, I apologize for not uploading this video on Monday like I said I would. I just kind of got home from work and went, I'm not really feeling it. But basically, I'm here now. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna record this episode in place of Monday's, and then I will record another one tomorrow night. And I'm hoping that this will go well. I'm hoping spooky shit happens. My last recording, though, just something fell over while I was just kind of hanging out. That's locked, right? Okay. But anyway. Stop with the... No, I want that fretboard open, you... Okay. That's dark. Down the other hallway. I'm gonna go down this hallway first, because I already know what's going on down there. Excuse you. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Oh, actually, I should backtrack. There was a room I found earlier with some lantern. Return the flag. Fuck you. Stop throwing shit at me. Fine. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of Return the Slab, I got Dead by Daylight not too long ago, and I might get a group of friends together to play that with me at some point. But that game is stupid fun. It's actually quite terrifying, especially because other people are really hard to keep track of. What did I say about that? Cut your shit out, Ghost.
7th day, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Alright, good to know, Daniel. Thank you for the information. Open that up. Ender box. That up. Close that up. Alright, and now we are caught up with where I was at in the last video. Or last recording. Anyway. That's not important. So...
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Alrighty. Oh, fuck, and now I'm locked in. Well, that's a predicament. Well, There was a reason whatever's following me closed the piano earlier. Wait. Lead. Back there. I didn't need to do that, but whatever. Any light is good light. I hope that didn't kill me. Oh, Kingdom of Prussia, Central Prussia. It said something about a lever. Fragile, but not breakable by hand. I'm actually going to leave that open so I know that I have booted it. I need to find a lever of... Why is that here? Strange. I see. I can wait. Why can I walk on that? Whatever. Interest. You here. We're gonna put you hole in wall. That'll work, right? That'll save. Oh wait. Okay. Maybe I just needed to use it multiple times.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
Uh-oh.
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Who are you? Okay. Note. Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve, whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Alrighty. I want that. Aha! Fuck you, glass. Excuse me. Anyway, Allstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Allstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be. Albeit the area is haunted by the dark, ask any local, you'll hear the proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods, were forever damned to roam the ground. were forever damned. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Allstadt from the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice. He is mentioned in many records of time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only never to be seen again. Heinrich was known to have passed away in Brennenburg some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Allstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Allstadt, and looks like most of those noble birth. Rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron was in fact one of the same who came from the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of the country. That's actually really interesting to know. Ah, there we go. Okay, so now I'm back to here. Okay. That is officially the first thing I've seen. Can we not? I can hear him moving. It, whatever the fuck it was. Whoa.
After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, we're back here again, my dudes. So that was part 3. That's about where I'm going to stop this episode. Kind of on a huge cliffhanger. But, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I will be putting up part 4 tomorrow. In place of, well, actually, no, I might... Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put part 4 up tomorrow. And we'll see what I do afterwards, because tomorrow I'm supposed to live stream as well. But anyway, like I said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!